very, very true that this is a generational shift in the way probably the industrial revolution was done. Nothing after that matches what AI is doing, the things AI is doing to us. And what makes it a little scary is the fact that we don't know a lot of things about. Even the researchers who are working still do not know when are we going to achieve that artificial general intelligence. That's one thing which everybody is rushing and wants to reach there as soon as possible. The overall force for this started somewhere around 20 years back, expecting that by 2030, 31, we should be able to reach that level where an AI would have a cognitive intelligence just like a human being. And that's still some time away. But coming quickly back to it, what exactly is AI doing right now as we speak? And I'm just taking away the entire look around, this is something which is, say, population destroying to something which creates a lot of positives for the future. So one, this AI right now is primarily used for decision making, and that's the AI which is relevant for us. Business professionals, the students who want to get into this area, and look at it from that perspective. Now, how do I use and leverage AI for better decision making? When I say better, I mean faster, more accurate, and that's something which can be used on a daily basis. Now, important to also, how this AI works. One number it works on data. It understands the patterns which the data provides you, which many times is not very visible to human eye. And with the possible a problem feedback loop, it can go and create solutions which then can be readily used for decision making purposes. But in addition, which that's another area where if I have some understanding of what has happened before, it will be should be able to use that to tell what possibly can happen later. So that's a very important that this particular technology provides us. And then there's a generation, we use a lot of generation thing, creating pictures, creating documents, creating codes. So a lot of things can generate and then it can optimize. That optimization could be routes, optimization could be the way we can look at the images. There's a lot of other areas. But very importantly, we need to know what AI cannot do. Because right now, you need to understand it works on legacy data. If you ask what's happening right now in any part of the world, AI will not tell you what's happening. So remember, whatever that we get out of AI is dependent on the data that has been trained on. And hence, we start two separate. Also, it fails when the data is biased. And we mentioned about this entire thing around bias, data, unexplainable AI. So many times it becomes a black box. Number save it number save it and that's the place where you should possibly not use it. For example, taking decision whether I should give you a loan or whether this person should be caught because he possibly will commit a crime. So many of such decisions could be biased based on the data it has been trained on, and hence something that we need to look at. And very importantly is that there are certain areas where it should not be used. And I encourage you to read the EU Act, which specifically talks about that there are areas where AI should not get used. And then keeping those guardrails in mind, we can decide which are the optimal use cases which it can be used for. And there are many. So, for example, public services. I mean, we have got bureaucrats sitting here who have been driving the future of the state now, and many times this technology can very a public servant to take decisions which are going to impact each and every one of them. So, enhance public service delivery. We can bring multiple databases together
across the government delivery system and find who is the right beneficiary who has not yet been given the benefit, or there are certain beneficiaries who are not supposed to get the benefit but are still getting the benefit. Predictive analytics. Right now, if I go and do something, what is the population that's going to get impacted? If I go and introduce more schools, would a percentage of population that actually requires studies would get that right education? Where should I go and bring the next set of hospitals? Where should I go and get the next set of industries? So a lot of such predictions, is something which can be used for the government purposes. Citizen engagement. I think we as citizens has a right to know what exactly is happening. And many times there are a lot of divides. There could be a language divide. You may be speaking a language which others don't speak, and hence you may not could be a digital divide. A lot of things right now can be consumed over a smartphone. But what about the people who do not have a smartphone? And there's a lot such people. So those divides which are currently present in our society, it can help you bridge those gaps. I mean, there are examples like Varsity. I know government of Bihar has done an MOU with them, where anything which is written in any language, any of the 22 official languages can be translated into each other. There are programs like CP Grounds, we have been involved in that, where grievances can be raised across any part of the country for any of the services that you're supposed to get in any language. And it goes and sends it to the right person who's supposed to solve it. Similarly, for access to justice. So there are many such cases where we can do a better citizen engagement when we start using NLP. And then there's a smart infrastructure management. We have to create infrastructure like roads. Where should the road get created? Should get created. We have to go and create a network of railways. Where, which route? All those things, including workforce optimization, including planning and where to deploy manpower, a lot of such things, currently are being done, and that's where which needs to go and get probably broadcasted a little better. And that's where this India, in fact, the effort of India AI mission has come into play, where it is not only providing you the data sets or the compute, but also providing you the good practices that the states have been adopting. So this is going to be a big game changer. Now there are many others. I will not take much time, but in education itself, it is huge impact. The way the officers go and create the question sets, the way they evaluate your sheets, all of it can get changed the way if we use the right kind of a use case here in that perspective. Similarly, if I go back to something on business management, the team is here. Importantly, and this is one thing which I want to reinforce, AI is not for computer science graduates only. They are using it, not many other fashion. But this is one technology which is very much relevant for a political science graduate, for a commerce graduate, for an English graduate, anyone who is ready to go and delve into it. There's a use case for you. So please start using it. Something, getting information, creating your reports. But an AI native population is something which is going to leverage this the most. And one thing which Pam's told about the workforce, so AI is not going to take the jobs away. It's going to create new jobs. But one thing is for sure, AI will take the jobs away from the people who have not adopted it and will give it to the person who have actually started using it. So do spend time on understanding this technology, understanding the use cases, and see how we leverage that. Stop here, but it's always good to be back here, man. We have come here earlier. My colleagues have been here, taken interns, some of the people who are converted and are doing great in our organization. So, will be great to be here again and look forward to having a meaningful conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. It's a moment of great honor and inspiration to have Dr. S. Sidharth sir's presence The name which exemplified leadership with purpose, governance with vision, and education with impact. Throughout his service, he has not only managed the system but has transformed them. Always placing people, integrity, and long-term vision at the center of governance. As a former director of LN Mishra Institute of Economic Development and Social Change, Patna, he has brought the same spirit of excellence into academia. His tenure was marked by institutional strengthening, encouragement for research, training, innovation, and clear focus on preparing the students to become competent, ethical, and socially responsible leaders. He firmly believed that education must not only create the professionals but should also create the nation builders. Dr. Siddharth sir's journey inspired us to think beyond positions and title, to lead with value and to serve with humility, and to pursue excellence with courage. His presence today is not just an honor, but an opportunity for all of us to learn from his life dedicated to service of people. Please welcome Dr. S. Siddharth sir with a round of applause.
It's always a pleasure to come back to the institute. Respected relevant commissioner, Shri Mihir Kumar Singh, additional chief secretary and director of this institute, Dr. N. Vijayalakshmi, Shri Dikshit ji, director of CDAC, Shri Brijendra, partner KPMG, invitees from various countries, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, and all other countries were coming to attend the first international conference on AI at this institute. Faculty of this institute, dear students, and पत्रकार बंधु, मैं सर्वप्रथम संस्था के निदेशक डॉक्टर एन विजयलक्ष्मी का आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि उन्होंने मुझे इस इंस्टीट्यूट में वापस आकर आपसे जहां तक एआई की बात है, बहुत लोग आज एआई की बात करते हैं और एआई बहुत चर्चा है। कुछ लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है, कुछ लोग समझ में नहीं आ रहा, कुछ लोग भयभीत हैं और कुछ लोग इसको फैड के रूप में एआई बोलते हैं, चले कुछ एआई करते हैं। लेकिन वास्तव में इसको समझ जो है, एक्चुअल समझ जो है, मेरे ख्याल से बहुत कम ही लोगों को है कि एआई है। कभी कोई कमेटी बना लेते हैं, कभी कहते हैं कि हम कुछ कोर्स एआई का शुरू कर देते हैं, लेकिन वास्तव में ये है क्या और ये क्या बला है, ये इसको समझने की बहुत जरूरत है। मुझे आज भी याद है 1986 में मैं कंप्यूटर साइंस इंजीनियरिंग का स्टूडेंट था और एआई का एक छोटा सा चैप्टर था। देयर वाज अ स्मॉल चैप्टर एट द एंड ऑफ द बुक व्हेन आई वाज pursuing computer science and engineering at IIT. And at that time we did not take it very seriously. बहुत seriously लेंगे थे, मैंने कहा ये क्या चीज है। And we were supposed